Now, and it is a small, perhaps even mysterious island. It's in the middle of Lake Kivu, on the border between Rwanda and the Democratic Republic of Congo. Depending who you talk to, the island is either a rehabilitation centre for young drug addicts who check themselves in for a treatment of hard work and discipline. That is the official version. Or the island is a training camp for fighters sent to quash rebellions in Congo. Well, our correspondents Hannah McNeish and Thaïs Brouck managed to visit the island to try anyway to discover the truth.
There's no better way to reach Iwawa than with a Rwandan army speedboat. This paradise island on Lake Kivu, 28 kilometres from the beach resort of Rubavu, lies on the border with Congo. But there are no tourists. Only around 2,000 former drug addicts aged between 18 and 35. Their recovery means a year of isolation.
We consider this centre a vocational training school, a school that helps young people to firstly cast off the drugs, but also devote themselves to learning professional skills that will help them earn a living. So it's not a detention centre.
It's not a prison.
No, it's not a prison.
According to management, mainly drug users are sent to the island and of their own volition, so without trial or any administrative procedure. Contrary to the management statement, this young man said he didn't come of his own free will.
I was selling suits on the roadside. It's forbidden in Rwanda. One day, the police came across me, caught me, and sent me here. I had no choice. But stepping back, it was a good thing. For the first time in my life, I'm learning to do something. I've even learned to read and write.
So one bad turn for one good. These young people learn discipline, hygiene. For example, these men here are waiting to be circumcised as a prevention against AIDS. But above all, a trade. On offer is masonry, carpentry or sewing. The state-recognised diplomas are awarded at the end of their stay. But not everyone is convinced by the opportunity to join such ranks. This former drug addict just wants to go home.
After the police brought us to the camps, we were deported here immediately without any consultation. I'd like to get back to Kigali. I have a wife and 2 children. Since they took me away 5.5 months ago, I haven't been able to let my family know that I'm here, as I don't have their phone number.
But there's no debate in Rwanda about the Iwawa Rehabilitation Centre. More often than not, it's the parents choosing to send their children to the island, where even one minister's son has spent time. But in Kigali, former inhabitants denounce poor conditions of detention and lament the military element of training. This young Iwawa graduate preferred to remain anonymous to hide his alcoholic past from loved ones.
There, if you make a mistake, there are awful punishments. They beat you with batons, using squat positions, and then if you sleep on the floor, they pour water on you and beat you, just like that. People have died by accident, by just falling into the water trying to escape. I think that Iwawa is a center that should exist, but they should lessen the punishments, because they're against human rights.
Despite everything, this young man thinks that Iwawa was beneficial. Nowadays, he doesn't touch alcohol or marijuana and went back to school. In a phone interview, the centre admitted to 2 deaths by accidental drowning in 2013, but denied allegations of malpractice that other former students have echoed.
Yeah, fascinating report there from the border between Rwanda and the Democratic